Hello, hello, and thank you so much for attending today's call. I'm Jennifer Bagley, and I'm the CEO of Compliments International, also known as CI Web Group. Today's presentation is regarding our training programs, which we call Fusion Trainings. And really, this segment is designed to help you understand what it takes from a training program in order to help you be successful and win. Our comprehensive program that we've talked about before, some of you may have attended, is called Fusion, and it's a series of different presentations to assist you in your business marketing efforts, online and offline. The program itself, I guess I could start by reminding everybody, and I know we know these stories, what the likelihood of success is in all these different areas. We hear over and over again about most businesses' likelihood of success and how well most businesses do, and we know that story, right? Well, we also hear that most entrepreneurs, unfortunately, don't have a huge chance of success, and we know that story too. Thing is that if you look at the numbers actually of the trillions of websites that are on the Internet, they have the same story. The 98% of the trillions of websites who are on the Internet don't succeed, and most will never. When you are putting in a search phrase into Google and you hit go, in the very top left-hand corner, you're getting a result or a number of results, right? It's going to tell you these are 10 results out of 250,000. These are the 10 results out of 1.2 million. Start paying attention to that and really putting that in perspective. If you are searching for a social media speaker and trainer, and you press enter into Google, in the top left-hand corner, it'll give you the number, and it'll say out of. We're talking about 10 sites on the first page of Google for any search. Any phrase in the entire world, the top 10 results are the ones who have the highest probability of being found and a decision being made to progress or move forward. So in actuality, the numbers are not surprising. Why most businesses fail, why most entrepreneurs don't succeed, why most websites fail as well. Out of trillions of websites, the top 3% in the world, when you go to websitegrader.com and you grade your website, if it doesn't say you're in the top 3%, I already know the results. I already know what that means for you as a business. I know that your website is not an intricate part of your business in bringing you new business from the way that people look for solutions and services and products today. So I already know those numbers. In actuality, the top 3% isn't that great even. That's 300,000 out of trillions of websites. The top 1%, we start getting into somebody or some sites that are actually getting a decent amount of traffic. So most companies, if you could imagine, their return on investment from their efforts in social media marketing, if you want to look at it as a whole, are slim to none. Their ROI, their ability to directly relate their efforts from social media marketing to dollars in their pockets, the majority, it's just not there. Now, in addition to that, most businesses who invest in SEO, because they don't have a comprehensive look at their total business strategy, where they are, they don't have the ability or the knowledge, or they're not presented with the information in order to be able to prioritize what needs to happen first. I've seen 1 million businesses invest in SEO and they're driving a Pinto. The website is not able to be SEO'd. It's not built for SEO. It's not designed or maintained for SEO. I see thousands of businesses that come to me all the time, every week, that are paying for SEO services on a website that's not being maintained. We're talking about technology. Google is changing every single day. Search engine requirements are changing every single day. Content management systems are changing every single day. Plugins, APIs, the connection point between your website and the social media networks. Every single day. I mean, I can't even, I can't even get people to fathom how much maintenance is required in order for you to stay on top of your game and to be able to make these things strong investments. Don't chalk them up as missed opportunities or losses. The ability to be able to stay with technology is, on top of technology, it is, I see a lot of companies, they will purchase a website, throw it up, they don't purchase a maintenance program. Why did we buy a website if we don't want to maintain it? That's almost like purchasing a car, parking it in your garage, never driving it, never getting any oil changes or any maintenance. What's the point? So my point being, and I know this is very negative again, however, we have to kind of get out of this funk. We have to really, really address reality. We have to look at it in the face, and we have to be able to say, I'm ready to conquer it. And I'm not going to be one of the 99% who doesn't make it, the 99% who doesn't convert it into an ROI. Okay? So why? A lot of people are operating on bad decisions from bad information. A lot of people operate in independent silos. If you're a small business owner and you're working with and hiring vendors who are other small business owners, I commend you for those efforts. However, the challenge is that if you have 20 or 30 different vendors that you work with, and they're all very small startup companies, and they're all trying to make it and get to the next phase, you're lacking the advice and the knowledge and information that you need from a more experienced professional who's been down that path, has been where you are, and they're able to help you get through some of those hurdles. Independent silos in corporations, my background, for those of you that don't know, is actually supply chain management. And business strategy. So I was hired by some of the largest companies in the world to come in and analyze their entire company and every business unit throughout their company, systems, processes, and people, in order to determine gaps, inefficiencies, duplicate processes, opportunities for streamlining, and also really to help businesses create a connection between the board of directors' objectives, the company's major objectives, and how the corporation, each independent silo, was going to come together in order to create a comprehensive plan that would help them to achieve those goals. You see, in most corporations, they deal with independent silo operations as well. The right hand not knowing what the left hand is doing. One department implementing a process that actually defeats the purpose of another department, even though both of them believe that they're going after the same goal and that what they've implemented is going to help them tackle the same goal. So operating in an independent silo will also, that means making decisions on independent areas of the business. With a small business, the challenge is you have one or two people that are everything, right? Your operations and finance and logistics and product development and research and development and sales and marketing and finance and AP and accounts payables and receivables and HR and all of these things, right? That's you, one person, or one or two people. You are an independent silo in many ways because not having the right experience in each one of those areas. When you make a decision about your website, you're actually making a decision about a piece of technology that affects all of the other areas. But most people don't look at it that way, especially small business owners and especially people that were born and raised building websites, and that's what they know, is they don't actually take that information and apply it and figure out, what am I actually doing? What does this project represent, building a website? Well, it represents an opportunity to leverage technology to improve operations, to improve accounts payable and receivables, to improve communications, and all of these other pieces. So by pulling yourself out of the business, getting to the 60,000-foot view, that is going to help you make better decisions in your business. And then we have our entire group of the world that just never actually starts. And that's a different presentation. That's a different time, actually. You've heard me say it 100 times, business and marketing is a results contest. That's all it is. Results, not reasons. Results, not reasons. By engaging in a comprehensive training program and coaching program, you have a much higher probability of winning. You have a much higher probability of gaining the right result, of succeeding. This is the thing. I can get healthy. I can work out. But I know I can't do it alone. All too often I see training programs that are designed to assist business owners in helping them with one area of the business. It's great, but most people have a difficult time interpreting training, applying it to their business based on their current business goals and objectives, based on their market, based on the competition, their financial resources, their physical resources, their budgets, and so forth. So that becomes very difficult. The program that we have designed and put together, I'm going to kind of give you an overview of really what our thought process and methodology is of working with our customers, our own organization, and also the training program and the coaching program that we've put together that we make available to the general community at no cost as well. You see, having been through the process, I've been self-employed for 7 years now. I started this company 7 years ago, and previously was a very, very high-income earner in corporate America and executive positions, and made it through that transition, have studied entrepreneurism, came with a background from corporate that was very heavily engaged in global business strategy, global operations and logistics, IT and IS infrastructure that relates all the way down through the supply chain, through each individual silo and so forth, with a heavy concentration on how all of those integrate into the sales, marketing, and plans of the company as well. Now, in moving into an entrepreneurial environment, it was very important, obviously, for me. I'm a study person, so I have to figure out why is it that the businesses don't make it? Why is it that they fail? And we've had plenty of opportunity to do that. 1, because we've went through the process. 2, because we've studied the process. And 3, because we have worked with over 5,000 different business owners at different stages in their business to help them figure out how to be successful, to help them prioritize. You're not alone. This program is an amazing program. Again, it's no cost. You have no cost. You have nothing to lose other than not committing, other than not showing up, other than not attending. Let's just, down and dirty, these are the reasons why most people say they cannot invest in technology, invest in video marketing, invest in internet marketing, search engine optimization, social media marketing. This is also why they convince themselves that they're unable to start a blog, create content, be active with their website, and so forth. It comes into these 3 things: time, money, and beliefs. Time, money, and beliefs. Number 1 excuse for everyone and their brother is, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I hear it. It is not that you don't have enough time. It is that you have not taken a comprehensive look at your daily activities, your weekly strategy, your monthly engagements to be able to determine where you can cut fat, how you can leverage technology to bend time. And that is what's causing it. See, it's all related, right? If you say, I don't have enough time to dedicate to creating content which is going to get me business. And if you haven't been to our other trainings that talk about how content is required in order to stay in consistent communication and generate new traffic, and that traffic will convert to business and so forth, then you got to get on those training calls definitely. But I don't have enough time, it doesn't make sense. If you don't have enough money, if you don't have enough business, then you should have lots of time. You should have lots of time. The only way that time, because the only way that it's acceptable to say that you don't have enough time is if you have so much business and so much money that you have the ability to outsource and pay for the resources that are going to take care of the time lost. If you find yourself in a position where you say, I don't have the money to pay somebody else to do these things that are going to help me grow my business, I don't have the resources internally to be able to dedicate towards doing these things that are required to grow my business, then that means you have a lot of time. It's just being misused in some other area. Somewhere else is eating up that time, and it's making you feel like you don't have enough time. You have to look for those areas, and if you need help, we can definitely do that. That is going to be the death of the business. That is the death of the plan, the goal, the dream, is by saying over and over again, I don't have enough time. It is better to say, I feel like I don't have the time to allocate to this. I'm going to make a list of everything that's currently occupying my time today. And I'd like to sit down with a third-party coach and have them go through and figure out what is redundant, duplicate processes that can be automated through the use of technology. If you find yourself saying the same thing every day, figure out a way to record it. If you say, I can't blog because it takes up too much time during my work hours, then you're using the wrong technology. Then the technology that you have should be changed so that it provides you with the ability to create all of your content on a Sunday for the entire month, schedule it, and have it released on its own. Everything has an answer. I don't have enough time. There is an answer. I don't have enough money. Well, if there's not enough money, then you have to invest the time. There's no other way to look at it. Everything has a cost. It's either time or money. Choose. So if you don't have enough money, then you have to invest the time. If you don't have enough money, then the companies who are teaching businesses how to function, how to market, how to operate in today's society, with today's Americans, with today's technology, with today's communication vehicles, then you have to listen to them because they are telling you how to win. They're telling you how to build a business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You know, I could easily go down the social media path. I hate the term social media. The fact of life is that whether you are targeting attorneys or doctors or bankers, or you're targeting nonprofits, or you're targeting homeowners, or you're targeting B2B or B2C, it doesn't matter who it is. I hear businesses all the time, they'll tell me, Jen, you know, I just really don't think social media applies to my business. And I'll say, why? And they'll say, well, you know, I work with attorneys. I'm like, wow, very interesting, because I just got asked to speak at the attorneys' law convention on how they can leverage social media in their business. But you don't believe social media is going to assist you. I had another gentleman the other day say he didn't believe that social media was the way to go because he targeted bankers. That's who he did business with, bankers. I was like, well, last month I just did a speaking engagement on social media for the banking industry. Every organization, every business unit, they're all using the same things. If you don't have enough money to outsource or invest in the things that are going to help you grow your business, you're facing some tough facts. You're facing a hard time. This is either you are going to very, very quickly get the skills, get the knowledge, get the empowerment, change the habits, and adopt those principles and practices that are going to help you grow your business, or you're going to wind up having the same conversation next year and the year after. And I don't know how much cushion you have, but at some point it becomes a fast or famine. It becomes a, do I need to go get a job, or am I going to continue to try and build this business? The next thing is, the reason is beliefs. Our session last week really covered it, so I don't want to go too far into it. But our beliefs are often wrong. Get people in your life that are going to challenge your beliefs. Get people in your life that are going to challenge your beliefs. Beliefs are built from your own personal experiences, your church, your surroundings, your neighbors, your families, your friends, how you were born, how you were raised, the city you lived in. Well, if you were born and raised in Allen, Texas, or New York City, your beliefs are different. Get somebody to challenge your beliefs. If you're in business, you're not trying to sell to yourself. You're trying to sell to others. So our beliefs can often lead us down the wrong path. They can guide us down the wrong path. Get someone to help with your beliefs. It's very, very, very important. All right, now let's go through the program. Strategic IQ, it was actually a term coined by Tony Jerry. It was and people have heard it all the time, having the ability to pull yourself out of the business and work on the business instead of in the business. Having strategic IQ, the planning, the strategy sessions, constantly looking strategically at your business and how to embrace change, how to project what is coming, how to project technology advancements, how to project what your customers really want and how their thoughts are changing. Your strategic IQ and the time dedicated to looking at your business from the outside in and strategically looking at, does it relate to today's population? Does it relate to the way people currently are operating? Do I have the attention of people today? The strategic planning, am I prioritizing properly? Am I investing in the right things properly? Am I allocating the right amount of time to the right things? Get other people to help you. Get other people to help you. Strategic planning, strategic IQ, continuing to educate yourself. This is critical to everyone on a personal and a professional level. So this is very important. This is something that we cover in our training as well. Business strategy. A lot of times I see businesses, they're getting ready to get started and they go to a company. For example, I'll use my industry because I know it the best. They are sitting down with a web company and talking about the website. And the web company's background is branding and graphics design. The point where we make bad decisions is when we not have a comprehensive view that allows us to make better decisions for our business, right? So if I go sit down with the web company, which I did when I first started, and I could tell you exactly what company I went with. And when I first started, I went down and I sat down with them, and they knew branding. They knew how to position their name in the industry. They knew how to create designs that convert and everything else, right? But they didn't have the business strategy sense to know technology as deep as webmaster guidelines, coding and development guidelines, search engine optimization guidelines. They didn't have the infrastructure, the knowledge, or the ability to prioritize it right. So I made the same mistake everybody else did. I purchased an absolutely beautiful website design that was never seen by anyone. And it resulted in no business, no cash. Big mistake. Business strategy is more all-encompassing. It is understanding where the business is today, what your goals are for tomorrow, what resources financially as well as personally that you have to invest in it. Do you have existing customers? Do you not have existing customers? Are you currently leveraging your existing clients? I also see a lot of companies, they're going after the world, but they're not taking care of their current clients. They don't have a program to stay in touch with their current customers, but they're focusing on search engine optimization. So the business strategist would tell you that you're not prioritizing properly. Either you have to separate and allocate those resources to both divisions, or if you don't have enough resources to allocate to both, then you need to move back to developing the plan for your current segment of the business, which is your current customers who should be your golden children first, and then you can look outside. There is also business strategy. If I am purchasing a website and I don't consider what are the operational enhancements and freedoms this website can provide me, then again, we're operating in a silo. We're thinking only about marketing. We're not thinking about the total business strategy. Operational enhancements lead to additional time, lead to additional resources, lead to additional money, which leads you to the addition of extra hours, time, and resources that can be applied to revenue-generating activities, such as sales and marketing. All right, we'll go to the next one. Again, I kind of jumped ahead here, but operations strategies. Operations can include everything from project management, the technology and tools that you're delivering, your products and services. You're tracking your projects. You're tracking your marketing. If you can't measure it, you can't improve. Operations is also looking at resources, time, money, and tasks and determining how you can become operationally more efficient and effective. And that needs to be a huge portion of what you look at when you're looking at an online marketing strategy as well. So becoming more operationally efficient and having a strategy regarding that is going to be critical to everyone's business. That is something that we address as well. Now, communication strategy. My business coach calls it communications mastery. Communications is on many different fronts. Obviously, it's written, email, thinking about all of the different communication devices and tools and time and so forth. So I encourage all of you, make a list of all of the communication devices that you use today. Make that list. It's going to be your cell phone. It's going to be text messaging. It might be LinkedIn. It might be Twitter. It might be Dig. It might be Delicious. It might be Facebook. It might be your website, your blog, email. It might be an email marketing newsletter. I want you to make a list of all of the communication devices that you use today. And we need to compare that list to the communication devices that the rest of the world uses. If you're not utilizing the same list, then you're refusing to communicate with those people. If you're not using the same communication devices, then you're refusing to communicate with the rest of the world. I can give you 100 examples of how that turned out to be very, very bad for many other businesses. I can also tell you that it's going to continue to be bad as people refuse to change and adopt these new technologies. Okay, so that's on one piece of paper. On another piece of paper, I want you to take and I want you to make a list of the communication processes that you have in place that are standardized. The communication processes that you have in place that are standardized, and who is the receiving audience. Okay, so if you need to start by making a list of all of those audiences, current clients, past clients, strategic partners, prospects, vendors, and so forth. If you need to make that list, make that list. And then I only want you to write down what are the communication processes that you have in place that occur on a schedule, If your list is too short, we have an issue. Business is built on communication. Business is built on relationships. Relationships are built on communication. Communication mastery is going to be one of those areas that will help you make or break your business. So I've only given you a couple pieces. Today is not a session on communication mastery. Actually, we have a session coming up, which is communication and persuasion, and you should definitely attend that coming up. I'm excited about that one as well. So part of the Fusion marketing system is us talking about communication strategy within our organization and with what technologies and what audiences. So that's a very important piece of your marketing strategy over the long term. Also, technical aptitude and strategy. We all, including myself, Lord Jesus, when my team brings new technology to the table and they're so excited and they're, oh my gosh, and they talk a million miles an hour and they're so excited. When you put a coder in front of a new piece of technology, it is crazy. They are crazy. And I often have to sit back and breathe to be able to learn what they're talking about. Part of this is the technical aptitude. Part of this is having the ability to adopt these new technologies, learn how to use them, learn how to integrate them into your business. Technology, again, can kind of make or break us, and all too often we don't go through the technology training. You know, we are such typical Americans. It doesn't matter if you are a man, woman, adult, or child. We do not like to read directions. We rather just grab it, pull it out of the box, and break it before we read directions. Well, with technology, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. So we also, during our trainings, cover a lot of the technical aptitude and technical skills that you're going to need to succeed. All right. Now this is harsh, but with every company like mine that I have analyzed, and if you've ever talked to or heard me talk about competitor research, competitor analysis, and so forth, I really don't pay attention to businesses who are in my class. I don't pay attention to businesses who are smaller than me in my class. I don't pay attention to the local businesses who are kind of in the area, same size of companies that I am. I go after and I watch the biggest companies in the world and figure out how they got there. I am looking, the people I follow are the top SEO, social media, web development, web design, conversion, and internet marketing agencies there are in the world. And that's who I pay attention to. Now, our company, the way that we do it is we actually hire them. We hire them over and over and over again. I have forked out so much money to other companies who do what we do just to be able to learn their process. Now, that experience coupled with having worked with, as I mentioned earlier, over 5,000 different businesses and people. The next two items are I'm going to say the number one reason why people do not succeed. This little thing we call the United States of America has an interesting demographics of individuals in it. We are an interesting culture. We are some of the biggest hypocrites that exist in the world. I hope I'm not hurting anyone's feelings, but we are the first ones to say, I support, and we need to be careful of our usage of energy. We need to become more energy efficient, energy conscious. We need to become we need to be environmentalists. We care about the environment, all of this stuff. And then we drive home in our SUVs, two of them, in the garage. And we're in the process of buying one for the teenager. We are the first ones who talk about health and how unhealthy McDonald's is and all the fast food places are. And we're also the first ones to stop and jam it down our children's throat on the way home. Every year, every fitness organization in the entire world knows that our beautiful country is a sucker for New Year's resolutions, and they take full advantage with every single television ad and radio ad focused on helping us quit smoking, or go to the gym and get healthy. You notice the commercials fade away after the first 2 months. They used to stay on for 3. We are the most habitual people there are out there. So this is the thing. We have a lot of habits that are born and bred into us. We have a lot of behaviors that it just is who we are. We're all like that. No one is better than anyone else. So be it. Let's address it. When it comes to sales and marketing, when it comes to building a business, when it comes to being successful and winning, we need help. We need a coach. We need a mentor. We need someone that holds us accountable. We need someone that tells us, get your butt up this morning and attend training. Get your butt up this morning and you are going to spend at least 15 minutes blogging or connecting with new people on your social media networks or contacting past clients and just saying hello. You're going to do it. I need to do it. You need to do it, and so forth. Our habits and our behaviors are rotten, for lack of a better term. We are spotty at best to holding commitments. Most of your websites look like this, just like your treadmill. New laundry hangers. The majority of us, the majority of people, I've seen it over and over and over and over again. They come in, they're so excited, Jen, I'm ready to do this. This is the best business. I'm ready to do this. I'm committed. No, I know I need to participate. Yeah, I'm with you. Yes, I'm going to participate. And I'm going to add content to my website, and I'm going to identify what people need, and I'm going to, when people ask me questions on Facebook, I am going to answer them. I'm going to do that. And that commercial lasts 2 to 3 months. And slowly but surely, your website, just like your treadmill, gains cobwebs and starts to become another chair in your home, another chair in your business, doing nothing but sitting there. That's fact. I mean, that's a fact. I've watched company after company, business after business. People surprise me too. They come in, I'm like, that's the one. That's the one. They'll leave the office, and I'm like, they're all right. They're going to be all right. That one is going to be all right. They are going to commit. They are going to dedicate the time, dedicate the resources. They are going to be committed. They are going to win. Sure enough, 2 months later, someone comes in the office, and they haven't added anything to their site, and they haven't attended training in 2 months. I mean, no, it's a small bump in the road. It's a small bump in the road. I have confidence. I know. I was in that meeting. You were in that meeting. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Just give them a call and remind them. We give them a call. Yes, I'm in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, cool. See, I told you. They're going to be fine. We're good. We're good. They're good. They're not the one. There's 100 other ones. It's not that one. 2 months go by. One of my staff walks in my office. Jen, I know you're going to be upset. Remember a couple months ago when we were talking about so-and-so and you, the one? I'm like, yeah. They still haven't added any content and they never actually registered to attend training. That is why people take drugs. That is what causes depression. That is what causes anxiety. I don't know how to predict who's going to win. I don't know how to predict. I have tried 101 times to look and see which one, based on these meetings, who is it going to be? Who is going to be the one that commits and they do it and they learn and they continue to grow and they win? The ones who do are making money. I mean, the challenge is that when I meet with so many different business owners, and they all come in and they all tell me the story, and they all tell me the reason why their business doesn't fit that model or why their industry is different or whatever. You hate to stand up and say, I've seen your industry. I've seen people like you who don't make it, and I've seen people who totally change their thinking, and they commit to the process, and they're making bank. I've seen it. It's hard to snowball someone when they have that many different case scenarios of examples of people committing and following the direction and winning and making it happen. So I do not want your website to be this. And it's quite possible it will. I do not believe that we have the ability to independently, on our own, the majority of people, go to the gym every morning and be successful. Some people do, and I applaud you for that. Maybe you're the ones that actually are not good at your site. I don't know. But the point being that the Fusion marketing system that we have prepared and that we provide on a weekly basis is designed to address each one of those areas. It is designed to assist you in tackling the behavioral, operational, technical, habitual, strategical areas that are necessary for you to be successful with your marketing engagements on the Internet, online and offline. The process is not too difficult. It does require a commitment. All you have to do is show up. The training programs, we have done anything and everything we can in order to make sure that you have the highest chance of success. We record them. We do them weekly. We post the trainings in a location where you can listen to them from your cell phone on the way to work. You can use those hours while you're in the car. You're not supposed to be texting, but I know the average American hates sitting in their car, and they feel like they're actually not being productive or losing time. So you can listen to them in your car. You can listen to them while you work. You can listen to them in the morning when you get up. But the biggest thing is taking action. Make a commitment to moving forward. When you are making a selection of what company you are going to work with as it relates to your website, your internet marketing, your social media marketing, and so forth, please make sure that you do the due diligence of ensuring that you have a comprehensive approach to the process. 99% of web projects start off 100% backwards. So let's talk about what you want it to look like. And they go down design. We have a lot of cases in our business where we allow people to go that direction because that's what they're used to and they don't want to change, and that's fine. However, the reality is you should be starting with the emotional commitment. You should be starting with behavior changes. You should be starting with research. You should be starting with understanding what it's going to take in order to be successful with the technology, the education. You should be starting with the content. You should be starting with all of your offers and incentives for conversions. You should be targeting what your customers really want and being able to communicate that to them, in what formats you're going to communicate that to them, how are you going to utilize the technology that's being provided, and so forth. Making sure that the technology actually works, making sure that the technology is going to be maintained. The last thing we want to do is have your investment in technology turn into a broken down treadmill. Okay, so hopefully this has been helpful and at least given you some things to think about. And hopefully if we're one step further and you listen to one additional training call because of it, then I feel like we've done our job today. We care about you guys and your business, and we're doing anything and everything that we can to help you have the same commitment that we fight to keep in our own business every day, personally and professionally. And as a thank you, a token of our appreciation, again, anybody who attends our call, we have a few different special offers, and those special offers change quite frequently. So in order for you to register for this seminar's special offer that we're giving away to you, you're going to go to ciwebgroup.com/fusion, and there will be a registration form that will tell you what you can sign up for. Sometimes we give away an hour strategy session, business strategy session. Sometimes we'll do an hour assessment of your overall internet marketing strategy. Sometimes we'll do a personal one-on-one analysis with a specialist who is looking at your website as it relates to conversions. Sometimes we'll do a free security analysis, and sometimes we will give away websites. So regardless of the situation, please go register if you're interested. Also, if you want to get notifications about the sessions as they come up and other live events that we do, please go to www.ciworkshops.com, register there, and that way you're on our automatic distribution list and you'll get notified anytime we have new trainings that have been posted or we have events, which we'd love to see you at the live events as well. So thanks again. We appreciate it. Please feel free to tweet about it, share it, post it on your social media networks. If you'd like us to do some custom specifically for your organization or for your business, don't hesitate to give us a call. We enjoy doing this. I'd be happy to come out and personally speak at one of your events as well. Again, thank you, and we hope you have a very productive week. Make it a great day.
Thank you. Please stand by.